beloved, it's your sis Aisha Rahman, and I am back with another Genealogy 101 video. If it is your first time here, welcome to my channel. I'm your sis Aisha Rahman. I am a library science and information technology student. Here on my channel, I talk a lot about genealogy, genealogy research, genetic genealogy, also known as like DNA and things like that. I also talk about heritage travel. But pretty much I am sharing my own personal journey with reconnecting to my family history and the things that I am learning along the way. In today's video, I am going to be talking about the top 5 mistakes that I made when I first started in my genealogy research. So if you haven't heard the story before, I started my genealogy research back in like 2002, 2003. My uncle kind of handed down the baton and he was like, I want somebody else to do this. I got started with it and have been addicted ever since. Now, some of the mistakes I've made, and I've got my notes here as always, is I really had no goal. I had no goal. I had no question about what I was doing when I would research. I would just get on and just go. There was no end goal. There wasn't something I was trying to achieve. I was just kind of throwing whatever information I found into our family tree, wherever I would find the information. I was like, oh, here's this person, and then here's this person, and then here's this person. So it was very random. There was no real organization to it. I also was not organizing where I was finding this information from. Was this from an interview? Was this from a certain person that I talked to? Was it from a vital record that I had found? Was it from a book? Was it from a census record? Was it from the Freedmen Rules? Where did I get my information from? I was not documenting my resources at all. And actually, that's something that I have recently just started doing. As I've learned, I'm like, yeah, I should probably keep track of where I'm getting my information from. It's very similar to when they tell you cite your resources in school. So as a library science student, I am now learning to apply information organization, metadata, things like this into my research as a genealogist. It just all makes sense now. It's like, duh, why weren't you doing this? Another mistake that I was making was I was accepting any and all information that I found. I don't know why I thought it was true, especially when you're on Ancestry.com. You've got family trees. They give you hints in like these little leaves. And it's like, oh, we have a hint for you. And you will find information that they think is maybe connected. I was like, oh, well, they know it's connected. Go ahead and accept all this information. Or I would accept information. It would show me other people's family trees that's connected to my information. And they didn't always have the correct information. So say, for example, you have a family member and it's not clear who the daddy is, who's the father, who the baby daddy. So you have instances where you have children who have used different last names. Maybe their stepfather adopted them and they were once using this name and they start using that name. And then there's a discrepancy even within your family members, like who is the actual father? I was just taking information that was given to me because people were saying, oh, this is the baby daddy. This is the father of so-and-so. I would just take that information and run with it. So you have to do your due diligence. You have to verify information, even if it's not the agreed upon information. When it comes to your genealogy, you want the truth. So there are some people who would say, put the adopted father, not the biological father. There's some people who say put the biological father. I suggest you put both. You could put the adopted father and the biological father because that is your family history. It is documenting the truth of the situation. The other thing is I was very impatient. I was just like, I want to get it done. I want to get get to as many generations as I can. I didn't really look into the information about learning about these people, who they were, how they came to live where they were living, what type of work they had, what type of lifestyle they had. It was more so just like, boom, okay, I got this person, boom, who's their parents, boom, who's their mom, boom, who's their dad, and on to the next person. And I find that in understanding the story, understanding their lifestyle, it actually helps to paint a picture, and it really helps you in your research and helps to guide you with what is the next step that's going to help you in answering the question that you have or helping you to achieve that goal that you have. Now, some people may say, okay, the goal is to just get as many generations in as I can and to document, they call it like your 16 grandparents. But I find that when you disconnect from the humanity of who these people are, you're gonna make mistakes and you're not gonna always have the information because you have your paper trail, your census records, your vital records, things like that are not always true. And then you have your DNA tells you this person's related, but it doesn't tell you how this person is related. So you need both, and you need to really take your time and not rush it and not be impatient. As I've said, I've been doing this for about 15 years, and I'm just now really, I would say, honing in on my research skills to really be a really good researcher. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, over the summer, I applied for my genealogy certificate through the National Genealogical Society. I didn't even have my report done properly, so they sent me my money back. Usually they won't even send you your money back. But I knew how to get the information, but my documentation was off. My way of presenting the information was not up to, I guess you could say, standards by my peers. So it's very important that you take your time, slow down, and you'll get practice. And the better that you practice and you learn to record your information, the more quality your results will be, the more quality your answers will be, because you'll make less mistakes. And you'll find that one of the things, the other mistakes that I made is I had mistakes in my family tree that I had to go back and fix. And it's hard to fix those things. I've actually considered just starting from scratch all over again, because I'm sure there's still some mistakes in there that I don't even realize are in there. So you want to take your time and be patient. The last thing that I would say is be willing to take criticism. Take criticism and feedback from other people. You will have people, especially if you are connecting your family trees to other people's family trees, and they're like, yeah, your information is not correct. Your information is wrong. This is this person's name. That's that person's name. And when I started off, I was like, how are you going to tell me who my family is? I know what's what. But you have to listen to their argument. You have to listen to their point. Even if you disagree with it, take in consideration what they're saying, because there might be some truth to it. They might actually be right and you might be wrong.
To avoid my 5 mistakes, have a goal, document your sources, verify the information that you receive, always be patient, and stay open-minded to differing opinions.
And I think that in the end, you will have better quality information versus just a lot of information that's really disorganized. So that's it, guys. Life is good. Have a blessed day.